theory, but what do we do about it? How do we create content that's actually going to be effective? How do I make sure I'm not just posting the same thing over and over again? We're looking at creating a web of content so that eventually every point that your audience meet you at is covered. So anchor, campaign, bridge, snackable, and reactive. So anchor content, also known as macro content, you may have heard of. So these are your big, substantial pieces of work. They are your podcasts, blogs, long form articles like LinkedIn articles would be a really good example, webinars. So your campaign layer, you're probably thinking launches, and absolutely launches come in here. It is usually sequential, it's time bound, and it has a fixed cadence. And by that I mean you have a start date and an end date. Now with a launch, you'd have an open cart, closed cart. It usually has to go out in a particular order, like you're warming your audience up, you're nurturing them. If it was an email sequence, you probably start with fewer posts, you might end up with more regular posts. But it isn't like restricted to launches. So the next one would be bridge content. It is sharing the thinking and referencing the work of others. So it's content that is helpful for your audience. It doesn't do you any disservice, but it connects you with the people you want to be associated with. And it builds a bridge with other people in your network. And it's about building relationships. And basically the goal is opening the door, opening a conversation with someone who you want to reach out to. Snackable content. It's not filler, that's not what I'm talking about. They are connection points. Every single post we put on social media is a touch point between us and our audience. It's a way to tell them what we like, what we sound like, what are our values, not just what our business is about and what we can do for them. It's micro content, so short form videos. It might be extracts from something you've written before. It could be quotes, short form posts. They tend to be smaller bits of work. They are usually quicker. What that means is you then have this flexible layer. Basically, I'm just saying you have headspace. If something happens in your industry tomorrow, you can post about it tomorrow because everything else is taken care of. This might be from a conversation you've had with a potential client or someone in your community. Industry, it might be a trend. So basically what I'm saying is you're leaving room in your calendar for unplanned content. And it does stop it from feeling really rigid.